All right, welcome to this special episode of Market Shares. Today, I want to talk a little bit about motivation, a little bit about inspiration, and something that I hope is going to give you some ideas on what you can do for your business. Now, this is mostly talking to loan officers, but I think this is applicable to anyone in sales, real estate, or any other industry. I think what I'm going to talk about here today can be applicable to you as well. So let's jump right in. So here's the thing that I've recognized about our industry is that the activities that you're doing right now today are actually probably not going to pay off until 60, 90, or even 120 days into the future. What that means is that the activities that you were doing this time 60, 90, 120 days ago are what you're seeing the results of right now. And so as I talk to a lot of salespeople, a lot of loan officers, they're looking at their pipeline today and they're like, it's just not where I want it to be. And the good news is, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that you can change your activities today and influence your results in 60 or 90 days from now. The bad news is there's nothing that you can really do today that's going to result in a closed loan today, because that was activity that was happening in the past. And what I find when I talk to people and say, think back to what you were doing 90 days ago, was it everything you could possibly be doing to be setting yourself up so that today is the massive kind of success that you're hoping to have? And many times the answer is no. So I know that's a very broad strategy. So let's dive in and talk about specifically the 4 things that if I'm a loan officer today, I'm focused on doing right now, today, to give myself the results that I want in 60 to 90 days from now. Now, the first thing that I would encourage you to do is you need to sync up with a coach, with a mentor, sign up for a coaching program, whatever it might be, because there's some things that, getting that extra motivation, that extra ideas, the extra inspiration is huge. Just like this video here today hopefully gives you a couple nuggets. Well, what if you're plugged into someone who's giving you those nuggets every single week, helping you to make sure that you're coming up with fresh new ideas? So I would engage with a coach or a mentor, but what I really mean there is someone who can give you ideas, scripts, but then accountability. It's more important now, in my opinion, than ever to be tracking all of your sales calls. How many calls are you making? How many leads are you getting? How many leads are you converting? So there's some very simple systems out there to track your activities and then work with someone to help give you the accountability you need. Maybe it's as simple as your sales manager or your branch manager. Maybe you work for a company that offers coaching, but you're just not plugged into it. I would encourage you to take those steps, or maybe it's hiring an outside coaching firm to give you what you need. But you got to invest in yourself. And if this is a career that you want to be in long term, I suggest step 1, get a coach today, or plug into some level of coaching, accountability, or a mastermind, or even just partner with another loan officer down the hallway that you work with and agree to keep yourselves accountable to these activities. So what are those activities that you should be doing? Well, I think we've come up with a very simple strategy in our region, but you can take this however you want. But this is the 3x3. So every single day, and this should be really easy to do, you guys. Every single day, I would be calling 3 of my past clients. I would be calling 3 of my referral partners, realtors more than likely, but maybe financial planners or other attorneys, other people that you might get business from on a regular basis. Call 3 a day, and then active pre-approval. So anyone that you've pre-approved, whether they've moved forward with their loan, they're actively looking, we all should have plenty of those people that we can follow up with. So 3 past clients, 3 referral partners, 3 active pre-approvals or active loans. Simple, 9 phone calls a day. Put them on your tracker, make sure that you're getting that done. That will be a successful day. The second thing that you need to be doing is what I'm doing right now. You need to be on camera. So it doesn't have to be a setup like this where I got the microphone and I got, the studio here, although that's very cool. We've built studios for a number of our branches. We are encouraging people to get in the studio, come on and be interviewed on the podcast, and let's help you create some content from that. Just sit here and talk to the camera with an idea or a business tactic, but you gotta be doing something. Maybe it's as simple as doing a selfie video with your iPhone, or having someone else hold the phone for you. There's lots of things that you can do, but you guys, you gotta be putting out some video content right now. The reality is that making these sales calls is more difficult than ever because less people are out in their offices. They're just not out and about nearly as much as they used to be. And so by putting some content out in social media, it at least allows you to buy some brain cells. It allows people to see you consistently and learn who you are. You have to be doing that, because then when you do have the opportunity to meet with these people either in person, on a phone call, or set up a Zoom call, there is some level of recognition. That was easier to do in the past. This is the way that we have to do it today. So get behind the camera and get out of your comfort zone and start creating some content. Also, if you have the ability to tap in to leads, it might be a good opportunity to dust off those skills of, maybe it's working leads, purchasing leads. We have a program at New American Funding where we actually push leads out to our retail loan officers. Some people opt in, some people opt out. If I'm not hitting the goals that I want today and I want to be in a better place 60 or 90 days from now, I might start taking some leads. So tap in to maybe an online lead source to help supplement your business. Maybe this is buy some Facebook ads. Maybe this is engage with some lead companies. I wouldn't spend a bunch of money on it. It's not like the main pillar of your business, but it's something that can get the engine going, get some loans in your pipeline right now. It might even be purchasing more leads or working with your title company to come up with certain opportunities, people that you could reach out to, and doing some more cold calling, things like that. Again, I wouldn't spend all my time doing this, but I would add something in that realm to my repertoire right now that's going to help me have the pipeline I want in 60 or 90 days. And the last thing, you guys, is I would schedule and teach some sort of a class, a one-to-many type strategy. 2 ideas that come to mind right offhand: teach a first-time homebuyer class. There is a lot of first-time homebuyers who, for many reasons, have either decided to kind of take a step back and decide that maybe now isn't the time to purchase. They're concerned about home values. They're concerned about interest rates. They're concerned about affordability. So what can you do? Well, address those concerns. Give them stats and data on what happens to real estate values during a recession when interest rates go up. What do we think? What are all the experts and professionals in our industry saying about the housing market? There's plenty of data out there for you to capture some slides. We even have some. Reach out and we'll get you some information that you could use to do a first-time homebuyer class. You could also address the affordability issue. Talk about seller buy-down strategies. Talk about temporary buy-downs, permanent buy-downs. I just did a video on this not that long ago. You could talk about that. And then you could talk about, what is it going to take to qualify in this market, and what might their long-term mortgage structure look like if, in fact, we have a period in the future where interest rates, go down. They need to understand, this is what I'm signing up for now. Here's the opportunity if rates were to lower at some point in the future. Here's what we think appreciation is going to be. This is why it's still a good investment to purchase a home. This is a really easy class to deliver for a mortgage professional today because home buyers are scared. But this is what you have to do. You have to advertise it on social media. You have to get the word out that, look, I'm teaching a class that is going to specifically tell first-time home buyers why it's still a good time to purchase and how to help them get into more of a home than they thought they could otherwise afford today. Something like that, and then teach some strategies specific around that. The other one-to-many that I'd be doing is I'd be teaching some classes to real estate agents, how to win more contracts, how to help your buyers get, win more contracts, win more listings, sell more houses. I, again, would be touching on seller buy-down strategies. Instead of price reductions, here's what we're doing instead to not only help the seller retain more of the value of their home when they sell, but also to give a massive benefit to the buyer that's coming in the door to purchase that home. Talk about cash buyer programs and other types of ways that you can provide guarantees when you're putting together offers for their clients. fully pre-approved underwritten loans that have already built in the possibility that interest rates may change. That would be a great strategy to talk to agents about as well. So you guys, those are the things that I'd be doing. I'd be doing my 3x3s. I'd be doing 3 past clients, 3 realtor calls, and 3 active pre-approvals every single day. Just mark those off your list. It's 9 phone calls. It's not a difficult thing to do. Get a coach, get a mentor to hold you accountable to those 9 calls, and also give you ideas, scripts, and tactics on what to talk about during those calls. Get behind the camera and get some message out on social media. Tap into a lead source, or purchase some leads, or come up with a farm list, or reach through any source that may get you some online leads, whether it be Facebook ads or some other strategies there. Maybe look to uncover some of those and just give that a shot. And then lastly, get in front of a group of people. It doesn't have to be a big group, but a one-to-many strategy, whether that be referral sources, talking about the strategies that I just mentioned, or working and teaching a first-time homebuyer class. You guys, if business isn't where you want it today, you do those things right now, I guarantee you that 60 to 90 days from now, you have a pipeline that you can feel more comfortable and confident about. And here's the beautiful thing about our business, is that all of us have the opportunity to make a decision today that's going to change where we are in 60 to 90 days. You can't do anything about what got you here, but you can do everything about what your future is going to look like. If you put in the work and you do just the things that I've talked about here today, you could be rivaling the top producers in your branch or in your region within 60 to 90 days. Trust me, I've seen people do it when they flip the switch and they decide to do what's necessary to build their pipeline back up. You can absolutely do it. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was inspirational, and that you take away from this, you know what, darn it, in 60 or 90 days, I want to be in a different spot financially. I want to be in a different spot mentally. And these are the easy steps that you can take to do it. If I can help in any way with any of this, just DM me or reach out to me on any of the social media platforms. I'm on all of them, and I'll certainly get back to you. I'll give you some ideas and some inspiration. But you guys, that's this episode of Market Shares. I love the opportunity to provide this content to you guys. If you're enjoying it, please like and subscribe to the page. It's super important to me. I really want to grow the network, specifically on our YouTube page. But if you're seeing this on any other social media, please subscribe there as well. And tell your friends about it, because that's how the news spreads. And we're going to keep being innovative with the information that we deliver through this channel. So thank you all for everything, and take care. Bye for now.